In this tutorial, we will use elastic audio and warp markers to move some syllables in this voice track to be on the beat. Let's hear what's there first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So some of these syllables here are a little bit late. So we'll use warp markers to move those without changing the pitch or the general speed of the audio. First off, we should be in elastic audio mode, and I'll use monophonic for this example. Now let's look at some of the different views. First off, the analysis view. This shows us where Pro Tools finds transients, where it thinks it will have what are called warp markers or elastic audio events. So when it speeds up or slows down this file, it will actually proportionally speed up and slow down each section between each marker. Some of these markers we might not want. They might not be on strong transients. So you can actually move them in this view, like that, or you can delete them. I can hold the Option key and delete a marker that doesn't seem like it would be useful. You don't have to delete any markers. It depends what process you're going to do. Okay, the other view that we'll be in is the warp view. Notice that the markers went in the background, and we can add a different kind of marker, which is called a warp marker, and they're fundamentally different. The analysis markers are used when you do a change tempo command or something like that. The warp markers allow you to go in and sort of do surgical moving manually. So I can hit the pencil key, and if I click somewhere around here, let's say near this particular analysis marker, it says add a warp marker, and now we have this event. Looks a little bit different. Okay. Now I can take this marker and I can shift it. Let me go into slip mode for a moment. I can shift it freely. Notice the whole audio file is moving. Okay. Let's put that marker back in. I could also move it this way. Let's go to grid. And I can actually grab it and move this individually, but I need to have another marker for it to reference first, another warp marker. So I'm going to put another one, I'd say about right here, and let's put one right there and right there. Okay, now when I move this, it'll move it relative to the warp markers on either side. So it's actually compressing the time before and expanding the time after without changing the pitch. Okay, so let's hear what this sounds like now. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So suddenly my 2 is early. Well, I want it to be on the grid, so I'll go to grid mode and do the same thing, and now I've snapped it right onto the grid. 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now my 2 is right on the beat. 3 is a little bit off, so I'm going to move that. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now they're all back. Let's hear what the original sounded like. Here's the original. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And here is going back to moving things back to be on the beat. Here's on the beat. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have to be careful with the warp markers. Be sure you're in the correct view, not waveform, not analysis. Analysis shows you analysis marks that are used when Pro Tools automatically calculates tempo changes. If you want to do these little movements within, you want to be in warp view. And also note that you have to have at least 3 warp markers if you're going to change the tempo of one part of the event and not change the entire audio file. Also, if you find you don't want those warp markers, you can hit the Option key, click on one, and it goes away, and notice my audio went back to its original spot.